Welcome to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale along with my co-host Mike Bozich, and we're on a little road trip today. We are at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. A little different atmosphere, you could say, right?
Yeah, it certainly is. Beautiful facility up here in Wilkes-Barre, and we got a great show coming up for you today.
We do, and you know what? I'm going to get to the headlines right now. In the next half hour, we have action galore from the Poconos. We'll also catch up with top Keystone State driver Tyler Bueter. And the current king of the Pennsylvania Fairs, Todd Shadle, joins us. In fact, he's the focus of our OMG segment. And oh, Canada, yep, we'll cross the border for the exciting North America Cup eliminations. These stories and much more, including a visit to Harrah's, Philadelphia for some racing on today's PA Harness Week. Let's kick things off with our race of the week from Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. It's from the Saturday, June 7th card, and it is our feature pace, going for a purse of $18,500. And here the 7-5 favorite is number 4, Southwind Gendry, who scored a victory in 2 of his last 3 outings. And the second choice is the 5, Combustion. He's looking for a 3-race win streak. Take it away, announcer Jim Bavilla.
Southwind Gendry, stellar in a win here 2 starts ago, leads as the 7-5 favorite for Tyler Bueter. In the pocket, Combustion looking for his 3rd straight, and then Dublin Dasher, who's been perfect this year on this oval. He's 3rd. Pace has been slowed considerably through the front. 4th on the inside, Bedazzled Lou. Now Maxim Hanover tries to make something happen on the outside from 5th. The trailer Hunting for Chrome. On his way to the half, Southwind Gendry gets there 54-3, 28-2 for the second panel. Now into a slight wind on the back. It's Southwind Gendry. Bueter not asking for much at the moment. In the pocket, still Combustion with the first over. Maxim Hanover within a length and a half and gaining slightly there for Warren. Dublin Dasher saving ground, but no direction home for him. Hunting for Chrome, getting into its second over ease, only 2.5 away. And the trailer is Bedazzled Lou. Southwind Gendry holding that length advantage. 3/4 reached, 121-4, 26-4 on the back. Southwind Gendry on top. Maxim Hanover pressuring on the outside. Combustion still in the pocket. A little bit further back to Dublin Dasher and Hunting for Chrome. Top of the stretch, Southwind Gendry. Now Bueter starts to ask. Combustion has a clear look on the inside. Dublin Dasher coming through deep at the pylons. Southwind Gendry battling with Combustion. Their head bobbing. Southwind Gendry still the lead. Southwind Gendry.
And Southwind Gendry, millionaire pacer, calling on all of that back class to hold off a couple of late challengers to pick up the win in 149-3. Went to the front in 26-1 and 3/4 at 121-4 to hold off Combustion and Dublin Dasher 2nd and 3rd respectively. It was a thrilling finish. Southwind Gendry is owned by the Burke Brigade, Burke Calora Knox Services, Jerry and Teresa Silva, Purnell and Libby. Tyler Bueter the winning drive, and we had a chance to catch up with Tyler.
All right, Mike Bozich here with Tyler Bueter. Tyler, we just saw you win on the highlight with Southwind Gendry. Here's a horse that's made over $1 million. Just a game, gutsy horse.
Yeah, he has been very good here. I think they gave him a little time off, freshened him up, and he's been sharp since he come back.
Now, Tyler, we do have to ask you about a fan favorite, a horse that you've had for a number of years, Rich and Miserable, and he's been performing at such a high level for such a long time. What's the secret to longevity for a horse like that?
My dad, he's managed him so well. You know, when he's not 100%, he doesn't race him, and he's definitely paid off in the long run, taking care of him that way. So he's managed him very well.
You know, Tyler, I first started watching you drive all the way back in Michigan, all the way back at Hazel Park some years ago. Boy, that seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's where it all started. I can clearly remember you calling races there at Hazel. It was a cool atmosphere just to race there. You know, you kind of had the tunnel where everybody'd be yelling at you before and after the race, some good, some bad, but it was a cool place. I think Northfield's gone now. I don't know if there's any. They're still racing the fairs there, but yeah, Michigan was where it all started.
Well, best of luck to you here on the East Coast, Tyler.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Tyler. Okay, it is time for our first break of the show. And all you gotta know is we're gonna stay here at the Pocono for more exciting action, including our OMG moment. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Dorotea Trio leads it here by 2 over International Craze.
For real fun in real life, make it Mohegan. Make it rain. Make it pour. Make it chill. Or just make it up as you go. When it's time to unplug and get in on the action, make it Mohegan. Party on the Patio is back. Rock on with free concerts every Thursday all summer long. Learn more at MoheganPA.com.
In the world of standardbred racing, only one name is synonymous with this kind of success, this kind of history, this kind of greatness, this kind of legacy, and this kind of unparalleled promise for tomorrow. Proud of our past, excited about our future. You know the name, that one name. Hanover, the greatest name in harness racing.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale.
And I'm Mike Bozich.
And we have got so much to get to today, including our OMG moment right now. In order for you to say those 3 little letters, we are heading to Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania, an event from the Saturday, June 7th card. Now, if you love trotters and you love prices that light up the tote board, well, you're gonna love this OMG moment.
Dorotea Trio leads it here by 2 over International Craze. On the first over there, rough-gated and now off stride. There is Hey There Bartender. So instead, Addis Rock comes first over around the third place Diamante Hanover. Up front, International Craze has pulled the pocket to go back after Dorotea Trio. 5th Party at 7. And then on the outside, Hey There Bartender was able to catch, followed by St. Pauli's Girl in the trailer. Kovu, 3/4, 125 and 4, 28 and 4, third panel. As on the outside, International Craze making another play for the lead, while Dorotea Trio tries to hold her ground further back inside. Diamante Hanover outside Addis Rock. Top of the stretch, International Craze. Slight lead here on Dorotea Trio, trying to fight back at him. On the inside now, Party at 7 is closing, but it's International Craze. He's 36-1, and he ran a big race here, getting it by 3 lengths.
International Craze benefiting from that pocket trip. A big long shot, overtaking favorite Dorotea Trio to get the job done. You would think there would be no match for Dorotea Trio to win, but 40 seconds later, OMG, a $75 winner. And the horse was owned by Todd Shadle, trained by Cody Shadle, and Heather had a chance to catch up with Todd Shadle.
All right, Todd, we just showcased International Craze with that big payoff. So let's talk about how the race unfolded for you.
Well, we just left out of the gate with him, and he stayed flat, which is a big plus for him. And you know, got in the 2-hole, set 2-hole. He started backing down a little bit. He don't like to get jammed up much. I pulled out of the 2-hole, and he just went about his business.
Now, it was our OMG moment. So was it an OMG moment for you, or did you think that you could actually win that race?
No, he's always has a shot if he just behaves himself. His biggest thing is he just don't behave. He got a lot of ability, but you know, when he behaves, he could do it.
Now, Roger Hammer has been called the king of the fairs, but you're actually starting to take over that title. So tell me, why are the fairs so important? Why are they so special?
It's a nice place to go with your 2-year-olds, that they learn how to race and they don't have to come out here and go in 52 right off the bat. And they can, you know, it makes nice race horses out of your 2-year-olds. And some of your 3-year-olds, I mean, that's just where I go with some of them after, you know, if they could be first or second, a lot of times I take them out to the fairs.
Well, if anybody's interested, you just go to the website pafairsracing.org. So thank you so much, Todd.
Thank you.
Now we're going to head back to Pocono for some action from the Sunday, June 8th card. And we had 2 divisions of Pennsylvania Sire Stakes for 3-year-old male trotters. Each division had a purse of over $52,000 in that first division. Let's check out the race favorite, number 5, Meshuggah, who has had 2 place finishes in his pair of Sire Stakes events this season. Also getting respect at the windows is number 6, and that's Big Shoes, who's had 3 wins for 3 starts in 2025.
To the back stretch, the lead a length here for Big Shoes. Right behind is Meshuggah. Then it's Frank Leahy third, a gap of 3 to the Fixes In, although he's now getting closer. Same goes for Greenmont fifth, and after the break, Bell Hall is well back. Now to the outside, the Fixes In trying to come up first over from 4th, but nothing has changed up front. It's still a lead of a length for Big Shoes as he makes his way to the 3/4 mile marker. Meshuggah pulls the pocket, 3/4, 126 and 4, 28 and 4, third panel. Showdown time. Meshuggah taking on Big Shoes. 2.5 back to Frank Leahy on the inside, and the Fixes In on the outside. They round the turn to the top of the stretch. Meshuggah takes a slight lead on Big Shoes. It's Meshuggah. Big Shoes battling back at him. Now on the inside, Frank Leahy high stepping, getting closer. Meshuggah, though, taking charge late.
Meshuggah left, yielded for the pocket, and pounced in the stretch to get the job done in 154 in one of the first of 2 divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes. Greenmont for trainer driver Tron Smetzhammer was closing very fast to finish second, while the Fixes In also rallied to finish third. Meshuggah is owned by Courant Incorporated, trained by Marcus Melander, and driven by Scott Zeron.
All right, we're going to go right into the 2nd division of Pennsylvania Sire Stakes from the Poconos. For 3-year-old male trotters, again, the purse is over $52,000. Now we've got number 1 in here. It's Go Dog Go, who's getting the most support at the windows, making his 2025 debut. And the 2, Arrowhead Hanover, has already racked up 3 victories this year, including his most recent effort.
They round the turn towards the half-mile marker with Arrowhead Hanover on top by a length. Comes to the half in 57 and 1, 29 even second panel. They move to the back stretch. The lead may be a length and a quarter now for Arrowhead Hanover. Hay Porter started fast, now sitting in the pocket. Go Dog Go is yet to leave the comfort of the pylons. He's about 3 back from McCarthy. Another length and a half to 4th and Bombay Tom. After that, Porto Barroso and Cheers Hanover. Still nothing really coming on the outside. They're pretty much in line as the lead a length here for Arrowhead Hanover. And now Go Dog Go steps out from third. 3/4, 125 and 1, 28 even third panel. Arrowhead Hanover now has to deal with Go Dog Go, gaining with each step. In the pocket still there is Hay Porter, much further back to 4th, and Bombay Tom. They come around the turn, top of the stretch. Go Dog Go has corralled Arrowhead Hanover and takes the lead. Arrowhead Hanover trying to fight back, but Go Dog Go has all the momentum. Hay Porter trying to move up into second, but it's Go Dog Go. One big move around that final turn.
And Go Dog Go on a splendid 152 and change mile, coming from off the pace to get the job done for driver Todd McCarthy with an impressive 4-length win. Hay Porter finished second, while tempo setter Arrowhead Hanover had to settle for third. Go Dog Goes owned by Weissman Farms, Al Lipfeld, trained by Carter Pinsky, and of course Todd McCarthy has been red hot the winning drive. Both divisions of the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes winners were sired by Green Shoe.
All right, it is break time once again, and I know it's our Father's Day show, but when we come back, we're actually going to the city of brotherly love, Harris, Philadelphia, to be exact. So don't go away because we've got plenty of action ready to go behind the gate. Stay tuned. More PA Harness Week after this.
At Farmers Beach up to engage Felgonda, and Farmers Beach takes the lead.
History. It's written by winners. At Diamond Creek Farm, we're breeding champions. and rewriting the history books. Diamond Creek Farm, a cut above.
Welcome back to PA Harness Week. I'm Heather. He's Mike, and this is our Race of the Week from Harrah's, Philadelphia. For this one, we're going to check out a field of pacers from the Sunday, June 8th card. So let's check out number 3 in here, Skyway Ballistic. The 2 to 5 better's choice is going to post for trainer Kevin Hankins. And number 7, Walt's Natty Daddy gets the driving services of Hall of Famer Tim Tetrick, who has her call, you guessed it, my co-host, Mike Bozich.
Up the backstretch they go, and Pine Bush Lifesaver opens up the lead by 4 lengths. Young and Hungry on the outside, trying to come on. Brickyard Veltic outside. Skyway Ballistic milks cover. Ain't No Sunshine along the pegs. Up on the outside, Walt's Natty Daddy putting together some go. Sunken Treasure back to 7. Pucky getting outperformed. Pine Bush Lifesaver first to 3/4, 125 and 2. Up by 3 lengths. Young and Hungry picks up the chase. Skyway Ballistic now into 3rd. Inside, Brickyard Veltic drops back 4th. Walt's Natty Daddy's pushing his cover along, but it's Pine Bush Lifesaver. They straighten away. Pine Bush Lifesaver by a length. Young and Hungry trying to close up the inside. Here comes Walt's Natty Daddy and Skyway Ballistic with mild rallies. Deep stretch, Pine Bush Lifesaver. Here's Walt's Natty Daddy on the far outside with Skyway Ballistic. Walt's Natty Daddy swept past them all.
All right, Walt's Natty Daddy coming from well off the pace to get the job done for driver Tim Tetrick. 2 lengths behind favorite Skyway Ballistic at the top of the stretch, but out closing him anyway for the win, owned by trainer John Pite and, of course, driver Tim Tetrick. And listen, if you've been wagering on leading drivers, Tim Tetrick, George Napolitano, on long shots over the last couple of weeks, you've been doing just fine.
All right, we're going to pace right into another event from Harrah's, Philadelphia, and this one is from the American Harness Drivers Club. And now this club features drivers who, for the most part, have jobs outside harness racing and just have a need for speed and enjoy driving horses. One of the most successful guys in the AHDC is Yogi Sheridan, and he's on number 3, Farmers Beach. Yogi was voted the Amateur Driver of the Year in 2024.
At Farmers Beach up to engage Felgon now, and Farmers Beach takes the lead. 3/4 on the board, 125. Farmers Beach opens up by a length. Felgon trying to counter. Western Bahama still hanging in there. Inside, Costa Diva's gone without room this whole mile. Outside, a stud named Sam Engels out 3 wide on diverging. Born Brilliant's mired in traffic. They straighten away, but Farmers Beach is giving them the slip as Felgon jumps it off. Farmers Beach by 3.5. Western Bahama fought a good gallant fight as they come down to the finish. Farmers Beach opens up, wins by 4. Yogi looking back for the competition.
Yogi getting his drive on with Farmers Beach coming from off the pace. The sweep on by to win that American Harness Drivers Club race. Western Bahama went huge, was parked a mile, finished 2nd. Born Brilliant rallied nicely for 3rd. Farmers Beach is owned by Gretchen Smith, trained by Dylan George. Yogi Sheridan had another win that same night at Pocono.
All right, congratulations to Yogi. Now, it is summer, which means it's also when there's hot stakes happening, and I'll tell you what, we've got the $1 million North America Cup happening on Saturday, June 14th at Woodbine Mohawk Park, and that's in Canada. Now, in order to get into the big final, there were 3 eliminations that happened, and they each went for $50,000, so let's get into it. We've got number 6 in here, Blueprint. All eyes are on him. The PA sired colt was voted last year's top freshman male pacer of the year, and he's also a Breeders' Crown champion. Let's send it to announcer Chad Rosema for the call.
And it's Blueprint showing the way. Dandy Ideal got to the outside. He's now 2nd. Prince Hal Hanover 3rd, making history 4th. 5th and trying to catch up is Pants on Fire. Then it is THKC Crunch, and further back to Quartz on Fire. 3/4 for Blueprint in 1:23. And Blueprint turns for home. He's got a a lead of a half a length on Dandy Ideal, who's pesky on the outside and will not go away. Prince Hal Hanover angling to try and find a spot to re-rally. Lou Print responds to some Ren urging, and Lou Print stepping away from Dandy Ideal. Here's Prince Hal Hanover, though, closing down the center of the track. Lou Print needs to find more. Dandy Ideal and Prince Hal Hanover. Lou Print holding on.
And Lou Print getting the job done as the favorite. Certainly not disappointing, but he had to fight hard to get the job done, as Prince Hal Hanover was really racing at him and only lost by a head. Dandy Ideal finished third the mile, 1:49.1. Lou Print, owned by the Burke Brigade, trained by Ron Burke. Ronnie Wren Jr. with the drive, and Mark McKelvey had a chance to catch up with the winning driver.
This is a really exciting horse to be sitting behind, and obviously he's giving you some big moments already. Talk about kind of coming into this season. Was it a long winter waiting for this guy to come back?
Yeah, it was a good winter, though, after the Breeders' Crown. I really enjoyed it. This horse is the best horse I've ever driven, and, he's a great horse to drive. I'm glad that Burke and Weaver and Buscemi just trust me to get the job done, and, I'm just enjoying it.
In another of the North America Cup of Limbs, we saw another Pennsylvania sired standout cross the wire first as Captain Optimistic, and 5-time United States Driver of the Year Dexter Dunn came from the back of the pack to win in 1:50.2 for trainer Nancy Tactor. Joel and the Jets was there for second, and picking up the show money was Swingtown.
And in Division 3, it was Light Up the World, lighting up the board with a huge rally to win, using a last quarter in 1:26 to get the job done. That was a full second faster than anyone else in that race. Two long shots, Crack Shot and Mad Noakes, were second and third. Light Up the World's owned by Mac Nickel and was driven by James McDonald.
That big $1 million final happens tonight, but you do not need a passport. You do not have to go to Canada. You can watch it at one of our simulcasting facilities. That's at Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania, or Harrah's, Philadelphia. The big card starts that Saturday, June 14th at 6:30 p.m. Well, it is trivia time, and not just any trivia time. It is our special Father's Day trivia time. And who better to ask a question than a father himself, Mike Bozich. What you got, Mike?
This is an easy one. Who is harness racing's leading sire? That's the trivia question this week.
It might be easy. It is to me, because I was going to say, yeah, I know the answer. Who's your daddy? All right, I can say that. But if you don't know the answer, it's okay. No worries. When we come back, Mike will have it for you. In addition, we have the always popular Blast from the Past segment. It's all coming your way here on PA Harness Week.
Real Desire on the move, 25-2, the opener. Real Desire.
For real fun in real life, make it Mohegan. Make it rain. Make it pour. Make it chill. Or just make it up as you go. When it's time to unplug and get in on the action, make it Mohegan. Party on the Patio is back. Rock on with free concerts every Thursday all summer long. Learn more at MoheganPA.com.
It's Mac Lobel, and he's pouring it on. It's Niatros by 4, and he's going away.
The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, a place where heroes come to life, preserving harness racing's treasured past while promoting its exciting future. And now get ready to harness your excitement with the thrill of harness racing's 3D simulator. The Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame, now offering free admission. Bigger, better, bolder than ever.
Welcome back to racing's fastest paced half hour, PA Harness Week. I'm Heather Vitale.
And I'm Mike Bozich, and I have the answer to that trivia question. Who is harness racing's leading sire? The answer, Bettor's Delight, whose offspring has made over $500 million worldwide. And also, not only is he the leading sire in the Northern Hemisphere, but also the Southern Hemisphere. So if you guessed Bettor's Delight, you got it.
For this week's Blast from the Past, let's see Bettor's Delight in action. Not only is he an amazing sire, but he was a pretty darn good racehorse as well. And here we're going to see the 2001 North America Cup, and we're going to send it to Frank Salive for the call.
Real Desire on the move, 25-2 the opener. Real Desire, and Randy Waples sets sail early for the lead. Peruvian Hanover back in second. Chasing on the outside is Klingon Hanover now third, and Bettor's Delight. LaChance tips him up from fourth. Horse Laughter stalled on the outside from fifth. Yankee Blitz is sixth. Then it's back to Hawaiian Cowboy from seventh. Life Sizzles followed past the half by Cartmaster Hanover and I've Got Life. 53-3 the half, and off stride Klingon Hanover. Real Desire is on the lead. Peruvian Hanover is back in pocket position. Bettor's Delight goes on to challenge Real Desire on that final turn. Horse Laughter gaining again, second over from fourth. Yankee Blitz following up in fifth. Hawaiian Cowboy sixth on the outside. Life Sizzles winding up from seventh, and then it's back on the inside to I've Got Life and Cardmaster Hanover. At the top of the stretch, they're nose to nose. Bettor's Delight and Real Desire, 1:22.1 into the stretch, and Bettor's Delight comes to a short lead and is opening up on this field. Bettor's Delight, Scott McEnany and John Grant and Michel LaChance are headed for Cup 18 glory.
Bettor's Delight surged in the far turn, never looked back, went on to a 4-length win. That was the 18th Pepsi North American Cup, and that was the biggest margin of victory to date. And driver Mike LaChance had the quote of all time. He said about Bettor's Delight, "If you want to design a horse, design one like him."
We never want you to miss our show here on television, but also we don't want you missing out on the incredible live action. And let's take a look at race dates and times. So first, Pocono Downs at Mohegan, Pennsylvania. Monday, Tuesday, and Saturday, there's a post time of 1 p.m. Sunday, the post time 6 p.m. Harrah's, Philadelphia. On Thursday and Friday, we have a post time of 12:25 p.m. and a Sunday post time of 12:40 p.m.
And if you'd like to pluck down a couple of bucks, where to bet? Well, if you're going to wager on Harrah's Philadelphia, do it at pabets.tbg.com. Pocono, ibetmohegan.com, and you can get free past performances at phha.org right on the top of the homepage.
There are so many ways to promote harness racing on TV, on social media, and on radio. And my co-host knows a little something about that.
Hey, we've got another show, my967.net. Check that out for another exciting half hour of harness racing interviews. All sorts of harness racing goodies.
I love it so much, and we can find you on the internet.
On the internet.
Okay, yes, all right, love it. All right, speaking of the internet, we want to plug our social media handles. On Facebook, we're at Harness Week. On Twitter, or X as we call it, we're at PA Harness Week. And of course, we have an amazing YouTube channel that we want you to check out.
And contest on social media begins this week. Make sure you check out the trivia question for the great prizes and message us the answer. Very important. Make sure you message us.
You are going to want one of these PA Harness Week bags. They are so awesome. I love them and so adorable. All right, don't forget to enter. That's it. Half an hour is up. For myself, Heather Vitale, Mike Bozich, and Bruce Casella behind the camera. We will see you next week.